Good evening, everyone. My name is Gail, I'm film editor at The Skinny, and I'm delighted to introduce tonight's screening of Lebanon. And we have the director with us, Samuel Maoz. We'd like to welcome Samuel down to introduce his film.
Good evening, and thank you for coming. I'm Samuel. Samuel in Hebrew, the nickname of Samuel in Hebrew is Shmulik, like one of the characters in Lebanon. So you can guess this is my true personal story. But in its way, it's also a very global story. I was a soldier in the IDF during the First Lebanon War on '82. It took me more than 20 years to deal with those issues and to tell my story. So thank you again for coming.
This is obviously an autobiographical film, and I wondered what it felt like to revisit this experience.
The process itself was, of course, a release. The hard time was the 20 years that I needed to keep it locked inside me. I couldn't deny that it was the best treatment that I could buy to myself, but it was a byproduct. It wasn't the reason for making Lebanon. The reason was a need. I was there, and of course I felt responsible, I felt guilty. And I guess the cue point was during 2006, when I saw the second Lebanon war. I lucky to have girls, but when I saw that the next generation is dealing again with Lebanon, then I realized that making this film is not just a question of me and my needs and my problems and my memories and my pain. I thought to myself, if I will do an effective film, it can actually save life. Maybe it's a bit pathetic to say, but I felt that suddenly I have a kind of mission.
Obviously most of it is in this tank. How was it to film that technically? It must have been very difficult.
In the end, shooting is shooting.
Such a confined space.
And the interesting process was before the shooting. To prepare the actors to such an extreme experience, to let them understand what is to be locked inside a tank. So I took every one of them, I locked them inside a very small, dark and very hot container. The claustrophobic experience and the darkness and the heavy heat, I just let them go through it. When they went out, we didn't need even to speak because word will spoil it. Because when you are dealing with feelings, when you want to, and the actors need to deliver those feelings, so they themselves, they must feel something. So I can't, find a war somewhere and send them for 1 week. But I can create experience near or alike or to feel something. The trick of the war is primitively simple. Take a human being, put him in a real life danger situation, and in the end he will kill, because our most basic instinct, our surviving instinct, will take control. And in the end, when you are in a war, you are not fighting for your country, you are not fighting for ideas, you are not fighting for your family, not for your mother, you are fighting for your life. There are many ways to do films, but you need to choose, and I choose to do an effective film. So in the end, to do a political film is to do a politically correct film, because a few intellectuals will be pleased, but the people that the film needs to talk to them, needs to change their opinions, it will do the opposite. So I choose to do an effective film in the way that I choose to do it.
As I said, I think it's a very powerful film, and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for coming and staying.